Oh, god damn. Hey, I got the... Hey, you can listen to this music right here. And now this song goes out to y'all two motherfuckers. I just wanna be with you. Let's go and do the do. Hope your breath don't smell like boo-boo. Girl, I just want to get to know you tonight. So sit on my face, bitch. You know you like it. I want it. I just wanna be with you, girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. What is up? What is up? Hey, hey, let me turn this clown ass shit down. Hey, what is up, man? What is up, man? I'm busy as a motherfucker. God damn. Y'all know how it is. Ah, oh, god damn. Just another motherfucking day. Another motherfucking dollar. Something to make you holler. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all know how it is, man. Another day, we are back and we are black in this bitch. Oh, man. I don't know about y'all, but me, another day at the Corp Plantation. God damn, I had so much shit going on. I'll get into it another time, man. God damn, man. Oh, man. For all y'all that didn't check it out. Hey, shout out to the chat room, man. What's going on? You know I had to do something, man. Hey, man. Hey. Hey, you gotta allow to keep from crying, man. That's a motherfucking fact, man. Especially dealing with this shit going on right now. That's why I named the title What the Code Needs to Be. Before I get into the title, hey, man, I'm gonna just tell y'all niggas go wash your ass. Go check out blackandnoble.com, blackandnoble.com. These, hey, black business out of Philly. This is real black soap, not the clown ass shit. This the real shit. So go check them out. Hey, this shit right here, bomb. I know you like, damn, nigga, the shit ain't even out the wrapper. You probably ain't using it with your stank ass. Hey, man, fuck y'all. I got another thing of black soap. I got it from Freedom Paper Company, Nation Islam. Shout out to them. I got this shit too right here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is, man. You know, I'm just grooving today, man. Got to put me on some feel-good music. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all know how it is. For all you that listen. Now I'm about to get back into it. Man. God damn. Man, I was looking at this tweet from this brother Ali Alexander. I think I spelled his name wrong. In the pounds. Alexander. And he was talking about how Kamala Harris ain't black American, and that's true. So I had to retweet that shit, you know. But you know, you gotta watch motherfuckers. Then I went and looked in this thing. It's Black Hillary, man. Get the fuck out of here with that moist ass clown shit, nigga. Fuck Hillary Clinton. But anyway, yeah. Kamala Harris, look, it's so funny how motherfuckers want to claim black when it's convenient for them. But I watched a little bit of the Democratic debate and all this other shit. I just watched little excerpts of it. And it's so funny because I've yet to hear anybody talk about reparations. You know what I'm saying? I'm yet to hear any of that shit. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to see when motherfucker gonna mention reparations. They mention everything else, but what the fuck they need to mention? Because guess what? We don't have a code. We need to have a code of conduct. And I see it a lot on the Corp Plantation. Motherfuckers in-house fighting, niggas not getting along, everybody frowning with each other, shit talking, backbiting, just fuckery all the way around. I really do. I ain't gonna lie, I've been busy a lot doing other shit, trying to come up with new and inventive ideas. So I get the fuck off the Corp Plantation. That's why for all y'all that did not check out the last podcast about black, wealth building with Jay Morrison, y'all need to go check that shit out. I went and saw him in person. Cool ass dude, man. That nigga's a real nigga, man. And his crew was real niggas. They wasn't like they couldn't talk to niggas. Very, very friendly, very cool and shit like that. And I am gonna be participating in a Tulsa real estate fund and investing my money in that shit. For all you so-called Nipsey Hussle fans, That's what he was investing in, the Tulsa real estate fund. But I get it. We only like to take fractions of it. Whatever, man. But I'm just saying, check out that podcast because it was a very good podcast, man. I showed clips. I didn't show all the clips, but I showed a couple of clips of Jay Morrison breaking down wealth and asking what, wealth is and liabilities and shit like that. And these are things that we need to know. We need to know the rules of engagement. You know what I'm saying? We need to know the law. That's why, you know what I'm saying? I keep forgetting to show that Black's Law Dictionary that I got. It kind of breaks down the codes of law and what they really mean and shit like that. Get your etymology dictionary too, man, so you can kind of chop shit down. But I'll tell you this, man. Just watching the little snippets of the Democratic debate, I was like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. For all who's listening, I fucking hate America. I ain't gonna lie, man. If I could, man, I'm telling you right now, I'm not saying that anywhere else is better, but maybe Jamaica or Libya, Libya was good when Muammar Gaddafi was there before. Oh, my bad. Before Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden and your boy Barack Obama orchestrated the assassination of Muammar Gaddafi. A couple of podcasts ago, I was talking about how I met this couple from Libya, and the lady was cool as a motherfucker. The husband, he was a little older, but he was cool too. They didn't treat me all suspect. The first thing the lady told me was, they hella disrespectful to black people. They treat black people like shit. She was like, we love Farrakhan. We love Miramar. Like this when he was alive. This was like when I was working at the city of Las Vegas. I'll never forget that shit. And I wasn't really reading and educating myself the way I am now. So like it still kind of fucked me up. But I'll tell you this, man. We got to know what it is. We got to know what it is. We got to understand what the fuck is going on. I say it all the time, man. Like, that's why really, man, hey, I'll tell you like this. When a motherfucker can come to you and tell you you doing a good job because you working on a corn plantation and you being a fucking slave and you don't know how to go get shit for yourself and you got to constantly be dependent on them, I hate that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I hate it. And I'll admit it. I don't know shit about carpentry. I don't know shit about electricity. That's the shit that I need to be knowing. I don't know nothing about plumbing. That's the shit that niggas need to be knowing. How to be self-educated. Fuck all this going and working on a plantation, all that. Look, you can go be a contractor, still have you a traditional IRA, a traditional IRA. You can claim that on your taxes. You can have your Roth as well. You can still get you a fucking pension plan, or if not, you can get you a 401k plan. You don't need. See, they got you thinking you need a job. All the job do is do it for you. I'm gonna tell you that just from me reading the books that I've read, and I ain't read that many books. But just from the many books that I've read, the little bitty books that I've read, you don't need them motherfuckers to invest in no stock for you. They just giving you a discount on shit that they already fucking you over anyway. That's a fact. Because let me tell you, the stock options that you get is not the stock options that the motherfuckers at the top is getting. That's a fact. You can just go invest on your own. But these are just things that we don't know because we don't have a code because we don't want to talk to each other, man. And then when I look at people like Kamala Harris, you done locked up all these niggas in North California, and now you trying to, I just want to make sure they was going to school. Then you get on the Breakfast Club, then you pander to the black audience, and then you man, look, let me tell you something. It's people like her who make it hard for real aboriginal melanated people that are indigenous to this landmass to get what is owed to us, which is inheritance. Because for all y'all that don't know, the government, all they are is trustees over the United States of America, incorporated. These are things that I'm trying to learn. Hey, that's why I'm about to give me some shell companies and all that shit. Them motherfuckers do that shit. That's a fact. All these major corporations, they're LLCs. They don't give a fuck. They'll just bankrupt the company and open up another one and put the dough in that. And that's what we need to know. But each one needs to teach one. We need to get on the same page and start fucking with each other, man. I hate that shit about my people. Me personally. That's why I love going to the Doc Pearson Center and sit down and rubbing shoulders with my people and being around my people. It made me feel so good. Not just that, just being around that type of energy. It's just something about being around that energy where motherfuckers just could look at you in the face and could tell like, damn, that brother is probably like a mental battle, especially when you're on a corporate plantation. That's a mental battle within itself. You gotta be emotionless. You have to be slow to speak, eager to hear. And you got to keep your composure at all times because they're always watching you. And they're always looking at and evaluating everything you say and looking at it from different perspectives. And don't expect them to understand what you got to say. And that goes for anybody that's non-melanated. Now, there are some melanated, That's why I always keep telling y'all, go get the book, The Burglary. I took it off this thing. I'm going to put it back on. Go get the book, The Burglary. That tells you about confident Caucasians. That was like, nah, fuck that. They treat black people fucked up. Now, we putting all this shit out here. Those are confident Caucasians. You ain't going to meet them motherfuckers. Few and far between, especially when you get on the corporate plantation, because everybody's jockeying for position. Some people don't even want the money. They just want power. Imaginary power. Some people don't want the power. They just want the money. But then the people that chase the money, you got to be careful, because they will stop at no ends to fuck you over royally. And we got to understand that. We do. Not everybody else. What code are we on? That's why I always show this book. I always show a compensatory counter-racist code. The reason why I always show this book is because I'm telling you right now, if you don't know this book, everybody need to go get this book. Now, it is the book of Eli. I ain't gonna lie. But it's a good book. I'm telling you right now, it's a good book. And look, I've been so busy. See, this is the thing that I was listening to Jay Morrison on Saturday. I finally got some time. I was at work early that morning. I tried to leave work as early as I could to go out and listen to the brother speak. And the one thing that caught my attention when he was like, y'all ain't nothing but slaves. If you working for the court, you a slave. That's a fact. People try to act like they not. They try to act like they not because for some sort of reason they got some type of title or prestige out of corporate plantation. I'll be laughing my ass off. This is why I be laughing. Nigga, if you sit at a cubicle or you take the trash out, y'all both work for the same employer, clown. You both clowns. It doesn't matter, and both of y'all don't have no power. You don't have no say-so. That's a fact. And that's why motherfuckers is geeking up behind Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and everybody else. And it's like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Even like this dude, Ali Alexander, whatever his name is, the motherfucker that tweeted that shit. When I seen that motherfucking Black Hillary shit, I was like, oh nah, nigga, I can't fuck with you. You on some bullshit, nigga. For real. You know what I'm saying? And we got to start delving into the law, learning the law. Hey, what's happening, man? What's happening, Josh? I finally got some time, man. Been busy to do this shit. These motherfuckers will work you to death. That's a fact. Every day, I'm just telling you my perspective. Every day, I'll be constantly trying to think of ways like, all right, maybe I could sell some t-shirts, or maybe I should do this, or maybe I should do that. I got to do something. That's why, to me, it's very important just to make enough money so at the corporate plantation where you can survive. Because once you start making too much money, you get comfortable, and then you don't want to do nothing else. Comfortability breeds laziness, and I'm not comfortable. Especially after listening to Jay Morrison. Shout out to him, man. That nigga, his wife was cool. They was so cool, man. These people, it just was so refreshing to be around a bunch of melanated people. It was some Caucasians there and shit like that too, and some Latinos, but the majority of the people was melanated. And you like, damn, why you keep saying melanated? Because black means slave on the books. That's why I don't really like to say black folk. I say it, but I don't. I like to say melanated. I'm trying to condition my mind to saying melanated. Because if you look in Black's Law Dictionary, it's a color. It basically means nothing. A slave. That's what it means. So it's like, we got to start interchanging what we say to each other too. I like brother Jay Morrison because he always call a melanated person king. King such and such. King Tariq. King this person. King that. Hey, man. I'm proud of that brother, man, and we need more people like that. And he give you the game. Shit, I'm about to take some time so I can start taking this. I got to sign up for Boyce Watkins class, Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I got to sign up for Jay Morrison class too. That's an investment, and I'm going to invest in that shit because I'm fucking tired of this shit. It's just, I want to get around like-minded people. I don't want to be around arrogant aristocracies of Las Vegas where motherfuckers be shitting on motherfuckers that don't got me. I don't like being around that type of shit. Because that's not really my energy. I don't want to be around that. I want to be around motherfuckers that think because they got the dominant society's toys. They got white people's toys that they think better than everybody. And then they empty inside. They don't have no type of knowledge, and they can't really, break it down in layman's terms on how they got. You got to work hard. And I don't want to be one of those type of people that you just working, you can't enjoy it, and then when you do enjoy it, you all fucked up and you pissed off, and then the whole time you trying to enjoy it, you so fucking pissed off because you had to work all these fucking out, man. Fuck all that, man. I don't want to take myself through that. And it's very, very difficult. Every day I have to condition myself like I gotta keep reading. Right now I'm reading this Symbols, Sex, and Stars book. That shit is a good book. That's why I don't even, like, if I'm reading it at work, I take that book everywhere I go. Cause I be at, the Court Plantation so much. Shit, man, people, man, what kind of book is that? I'd be like, man, you don't want to know. And the reason why is because I'm trying to undo all the social engineering and programming that has been done to my people as far as go get a religion and just go get a religion and put it in God's hands and all this other shit. And then it's like, we take so much doing that, we don't even know how to fight back. We don't even know how to have a spine, stand up, and handle business. We more just kind of like, oh, I'm gonna put it in God's hands. And ain't no, hey, I'm not dissing no church people. And if you want to be in a religion, hey man, much power and respect and props to you. But I'm trying to undo all the social engineering and conditioning and you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with the power of prayer. I got a book on prayer and how the powers of your subconscious mind and thoughts of things. And that book is good. It talks about how people can get together and pray and manifest the healing of people. So I never knock prayer. I just don't agree with going into a melanated church and it's a Kurt Rambis, Pal Gasol with a perm press kit and some blue eyes on the wall. It's hard for me to pray to that. I can't pray to that, man. I just can't. Everybody else religion, they people look just like them. But when it comes to melanated people, our God look just like they shit. That's what I have, and that's a lot of the conditioning that, we've been up under. You know what I mean? That social engineering shit ain't no joke. That's why everybody needs to go get Nearly Fuller Jr.'s book. And then I would tell people all the time, man, hey, stop putting your trust in the hands of these motherfucking politicians and shit. I'll say that every time, man. Fuck Kamala Harris and all that. Them motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you. They just trying to be in that seat. That seat's already selected. This is all theater. While we worried about that, if you live in Las Vegas, MGM done laid off 1,100 people, 1,000 people, and they done that shit under the table where you're not even paying attention. Caesar Entertainment filed bankruptcy and had to get bought by somebody else. That's two. The Clark County School District, they just laid off 170 people. So with that being said, we got to understand what it is. And come on, man. Y'all don't see that this whole situation is about to go belly up? Everywhere. Man, I can't turn around somewhere and it's a fucking house for sale. Last time I seen all these houses for sale, this many houses for sale, the economy was getting ready to tank. And I can't wait till that motherfucking tank. Cause it's on. I'm gonna be right there salivating. I'm gonna be trying to buy stock, trying to buy houses, all that shit. Now look, I'm trying to refresh my brain of what I want to do. Cause hey, buy low and then you sell that for high. I hope all the good stock dropped to $10 a share. I spent like $500 on Ellen stock. And then when the shit go back up, okay, I think it's time to sell. That's how you gotta be. Try to buy you some real estate. Fuck all that. I like what Jay Morrison was talking about. That nigga was on some, hey man, you better open up your LLC and get you a business and then use your credit, leverage your credit, open up your LLC, get the funding through your LLC, and then go buy the property. That's what I'm about to do. Fuck that shit. That nigga was dropping some real game. I was like, this nigga is raw. And that's what we got to do, man. It was a packed house. I'll tell you it again. Go check it out. Go watch that podcast, man. That shit, the beginning, just listen to that brother talk. Man, it was very, very enlightening. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we don't have a code. I feel like the code needs to be, we have to watch, learn, and listen from each other. You know what I mean? But we are so programmed to hate each other and smile with them. I just be like, oh my God. That's why I hate it. I ain't gonna lie. I hate the Court Plantation. I hate what it does to my people. I hate how we act. I hate how we coon and buck dance and sambo and be a Hayward Shepherd at the job. I hate that shit, man. Yes, I'm saying I fucking hate it. Now I see why so many niggas that stand on principle that work at Court Plantations, they drink. Or they got a chief smoke hella weed just to calm down, because it'll frustrate the fuck out of you. because you be looking around like, damn, why you fucking acting like that? But who am I to say? Because it's so funny how they'll say that it's equal and everything is equal, but then look at Mitch McConnell. That motherfucker was like, no, nigga, we gave you Obama, so get the fuck out of here. Basically, they don't give a fuck about what you got going on. We gave y'all niggas Obama, so get the fuck out of my face, nigga. We ain't giving you niggas shit. See, we gotta demand that shit. And there's a lot of, paperwork and things and legalities like changing your status, and that's a different intricate part of it, but it's very intricate because your status is a motherfucker, and we gotta know who you are. Because now that I'm starting to read other things, it's like, man, this is some bullshit. For real. I just look at the social engineering in religion. First of all, if you get the etymology dictionary, religion means to bind. That's a real definition. It means to bind and control and limit you. And with religion becomes a bigger problem, because that's a lot of another reason why melanated people, they look at each other all crazy like, oh, well, you a Jehovah's Witness, or you a this, or you a that, or you a Baptist, or you this. And it's like, niggas need to be more on some Marcus Garvey shit and be like, I don't give a fuck I don't care what religion you are. That holds no value with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't look at people's religion like I used to. Now that I've started reading and kind of self-educating myself and reading different books. Like, once I read the Ancient Egyptian Book of the Dead, that kind of had my head scratching. Then I read Egyptian beliefs and modern thoughts. And then it started talking about how a lot of these different religions, well, basically all of them come from ancient Kemet beliefs or Egyptian beliefs. I was like, damn, that's crazy. And then how everybody, basically how the dominant society got their hands on religion that was created in Africa, and then they bastardized it, took certain things out, put their things in, remixed that shit, and then gave it to the other niggas. Once they enslaved them and then said, okay, here, we're going to take away that religion that y'all was using, and we're going to give you the religion that we got, which is watered down, dumbed down. That's why when it comes to ancient voodoo, I don't do no voodoo, that bullshit. That's how niggas act. And then when it comes to ancient African religions and African witchcraft, we be looking at it and frowning our shit. Man, fuck that shit, man. And when we look at tarot card readings, we be all like scared, and and it is kind of scary, something you don't know. But once you start reading and you start understanding that shit, then you understand, like, oh, okay, it's a science behind this shit. And they done took the religious beliefs of Africans, bastardized it, made it science, and then took, like the Bible. I'm just telling you from the things that I have read. And the Bible, man, get the fuck out of here. That's why I just be like, all right, first of all, King James, he's from the dominant society. I'm not talking about LeBron James. That motherfucker from the dominant society. That's why you got what is called the stolen legacy. You need to get this book by George James. Read the book from cover to cover. Couldn't stop reading. That book is fucking raw. How they was stealing everything, sneaking over in Africa and acting like Pythagoras ain't no fuck. How you gonna be like Lloyd Strayhorn said? Lloyd Strayhorn, who was a master numerologist, was like, how you gonna be a fucking master mathematician, but you was over there in Egypt studying for 22 years? I'd be a mathematician too if I was over there studying. If I never knew what it was, but I'm sticking over there and studying it, fuck out of here. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta know what the code is. Start putting that differences. I try to put as much as my differences aside when it comes to like certain bullshit, so I could work with other melanated brothers and sisters, man, because it takes a team to make shit happen. You can't just do it all on your own. That's why I want to meet engineers. I want to meet electricians, plumbers. I want to do all that shit, man, because fuck that. That's a fact. Look, you niggas, y'all niggas want to go to school? Go to school, get you a goddamn trade. Stop going to school for business administration and all this clown ass shit. So you gonna go to school to get your degree in business administration? Good job, clown. And then where you gonna go work at? Because that's the next question. Where are you gonna work? And the reason why I'm saying where are you gonna work, because guess what? You're gonna need a job to manifest that business administration, unless you thinking of starting your own fucking business. Other than that, because college ain't gonna teach you how to start your own business. They gonna teach you to go be a fucking slave, aka a fucking clown. That's what they gonna teach you. Cause that's all. And much props to people that go work at the corporate plantation. If you about to retire, man, I give you props. I know a couple of people that's been at the corporate plantation 30 years, and I'm like, God damn, man, 30 years of your life doing the same. It's like prison. You feel me? Like, fuck that, man. And is it hard? Oh, it's very hard thinking outside the box, and it's scary because there's a sense of comfort. But I'm like, man, fuck this shit. And you like, man, Warren, you just talk shit. You think I am? That's why, man, after I get, use that corporate plantation job to finance what you really want to do. That's a fact. Because that's exactly what I'm about to do. Fund what you need to do. Think about it. We so busy trying to climb up these are their rules. Why do you think? That's why I'm tired of people hooping and hollering and like, oh, it's unfair and we need equality and people of color. First of all, we need to know the trickery of those words. Stop saying color because you're including everybody in your struggle. That's why the LBGTQ, LMNOP, XYZ, that's why those niggas is getting reparations, all this shit for some shit that happened to them 20 years ago. Because they know how to come together as a collective. We got to do that. But we so busy being on these corporate plantation jobs, or just every time they turn the camera on, you know, we get to acting like Andre 3000 and bombs over Baghdad. We get to, you know, shimmying and buck dancing and doing all this clown ass shit. Instead of being like, hey man, the camera's on us. Hey, chill out, bro. Hey, y'all niggas need to chill the fuck out. We get so emotional, and I get it. It's very hard not to be emotional. A lot of times it's hard for me to even to watch certain things, man. Like when I watch When They See Us, that shit was very difficult to watch, man, because I was like, God damn. But it taught me, know the fucking law. If those kids would have just knew a little bit, and those parents, nope, you're not speaking to my kids without a lawyer. So is he under arrest? Okay, if he's not under arrest, I'm taking my son or my son home right now, and you'll be hearing from my lawyer, even if you ain't got one. Take a lawyer pro bono. They'll do it. But we don't know that because we don't know the law. You know why we don't know the law? Because a lot of it has to do with our religion. And a lot of it has to do with the social engineering, how you've been brung up, what you've been exposed to, who you've been around, who do you know, who you trying to get to know. And I'm not blaming shit on religion. I'm just trying to use that as an example. Because, you know, yeah, you can put shit into God's hands, the melanated God, but you have to take a different course of action too, and take matters into your own hands to handle shit. Trust me, I watch a lot of shit, man. I just be like, man, nigga, what? Like, man, that's why they think of the media that's putting a lot of this imagery out there. Stop thinking that law enforcement is your friend. Them motherfuckers ain't your friend. Them motherfuckers is not your friend. That's a fact. And don't expect them to be your friend. And they gonna always side with whoever look like them. 9 times out of 10. And even if they melanated, they gonna side with the dominant society. Because that's the way the program works. We just gotta know the social game rule. There's rules to it. We just gotta know the rules. The rules are in the books. Y'all think the rules they gonna put it on YouTube? You can only get so much from YouTube. You gonna have to crack open a book and read it. Why you think I'm reading Symbols, Sex, and Stars? Because I want to know. There's so much shit and information in that book. It's blowing my fucking mind. Like I said before when Easter came up, why is it, how do you assimilate, or not even, how do you even tie the two into one where Jesus died on the cross for our sins, right? And then he rose in 3 days. And then after 3 days, we hide eggs and go find them. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Where is that in the fucking Bible? Find me the scripture that talk about, and after Jesus died and he rose again, we had Easter. And then we want y'all to go hide eggs and go find them and dye them and eat chocolate eggs and shit and pretend like you're eating shit. Because that's what bunnies lay. They lay shit. And we do that as a tradition. And it's passed down from generation to generation. And Easter baskets and all this other clown shit. Where the fuck is that in the Bible? But then when you question it, it's like, why you question it? You evil, or why you heaven or no hell? But niggas had to incorporate that. That's why why you talking about religion? Because it takes a big toll on how we don't stick together and stick to a code. We don't stick to a code because most religions don't teach stick to a code. Unless it is the Nation of Islam or the Hebrew Israelites. Shout out to those brothers. Or the 5%ers, the God bodies, the nations of God and earth. They'll teach, togetherness, and they'll teach the common enemy and all this other stuff. But most religions don't. Most religions won't even talk about the dominant society. And losing the compensatory racist code of ethics, or the compensatory counter-racist code. You read that book, it talks about how the dominant society dominate 9 areas of activity: labor, law, war, sex, religion, entertainment, economics, education, and I think counter war. One of those. I had 8 of them, so I'm not bad. So, hey man, and you they dominate religion. Yes, they do. Go in any church and you see Pal Gasol, which is Cesare Borgia by the goddamn way. One day I just Googled that shit. I was like, man, who is this dude? I was like, that's not Jesus Christ. That's Cesare Borgia. Matter of fact, in the book I'm reading right now, I'm not even gonna get into that shit until I'm finished. But the book I'm reading right now, it talks about how they had to go to an astronomer and say, hey, we need you to come up with some type of a date of when you think Jesus Christ was born. They didn't even have a date because the letter J is only 900 years old, but he's supposed to be 2,000 years old. Man, get the fuck out of here. And then when you read the stories of Osiris and Horus and Isis and the ancient Egyptians and their stories of the so-called Jesus Christ, it's the same similar story, but it predates Jesus Christ by 10,000 years type shit. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. For real. That's what I'm saying. And that's what motherfuckers be getting mad at you when you say that shit. People might get mad, but I don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you the things that I've read. And this ain't the only book that I've read. I've read like 3 different books that said the same goddamn thing. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Greatest story that's ever been told. Now, is it a great guide? It might be I think it's a great guide. But we got to stop using that book matter-of-factly and start getting the real facts of what really has been going on. Why would you trust a religion that they gave you in the first place? That they went to certain people. Here, I want you to write, and we'll compile it. There's Deuteronomy. That's the type of shit that they was doing. But we don't know that because we don't go seek out the information. We just kind of take what they giving us. I always quote the beginning of The Fall of America by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. How he was like, y'all niggas be going, basically y'all going to these same people, the Senate, the council, all these people. These people don't give a fuck about y'all. They don't care. So when you start to care, that's when things will change. Our code needs to be steadfast, unbreakable, and we all need to be on it. And we all need to move as a unit, but it's so hard because we so disaggregate, and being up under these conditions for the last 400-500 years is took a toll on melanated people's advancement. It just has. It's so much in-house fighting. Everybody think there's a celebrity. Nobody's humble. It's like, god damn, man. Like, for real. And this shit is sad. To me, it is. To me, it's sad. That's why every time I see I go anywhere, I roll my window. Hey, man, what's happening, brother? Nigga be like, oh, what's good with you, my nigga? I'm like, oh, my nigga, I can't call it. Because we know how each other feel. That's why, man, I want to open up a bookstore so fucking bad. Trust me, I've been thinking about that night and fucking day. And having social gatherings and poetry and all kinds of shit. I don't give a fuck. Hey, we need this shit in Vegas. And I'm not talking about that no clown ass club or no shit. Fuck all that. No shit that's bastardized. I'm talking about real motherfuckers sitting down, talking about books that they've read and coming up with solutions to our problems. Because we can talk, but if niggas is not studying and not reading and not having better perspectives on what can help our people, man, that's what we need to do. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying that it's right, and I'm not saying that it's wrong. It's just my perspective. Let me know who has died and went to heaven and came back. Because I think, according to the Nation of Islam, I think the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said heaven is in the sky or some shit he was saying. And he was just like, basically like, it's not no place that you go when you die type shit. But that's just different beliefs. I've read different things, and I'm gonna come up to my own conclusion. I'm just telling you this. I'm not gonna rest all my hopes and prayers on a single religion and rest all my hopes and prayers and all my beliefs into one thing. I like to have flexibility in my beliefs. Like the ancient Egyptians, I'm going more with them. The transmigrations of spirits. So your spirit just travels. You know what I'm saying? And I that's kind of what I'm believing. That's what kind of my belief system is. And maybe reincarnation, a little sprinkle of this, but it ain't just no, we gon' what's that one nigga that just, he didn't even die. He floated up to heaven. Man, get the fuck out of here. I guess, man. To each his own. I just feel like a lot of that is a distraction, and that's what they want. That's why they gave us the religion. Everybody's acting like it's niggas who was enslaving other niggas that was like, here, you gonna use this religion. No. It was the dominant society that was benefiting off of slavery. Cotton, which is now oil, same shit, interchangeable. What is oil right now what's cotton back then is oil right now type shit. Free labor. And yeah, we gonna give them this religion because they gonna think that if they don't, God is gonna get them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I guess, man, I just think we need to put a lot of the clown shit to the side and work together, man, because these laws and shit, that's why I'm definitely finna start diving into other books. I got this book called Two Treaties. I need to read that. Looks like a pretty good read. And I need to start reading these sovereignty books and all this other shit, man, because something's got to give, man, because this shit is bullshit. Like, it's to the point where I can see why motherfuckers go to Jamaica or go to Africa, go to certain parts of Africa, and they be like, I ain't coming back. Fuck this. And I just stay there. Or motherfuckers move to Canada or some shit like that, man. Get your passports, and I'm about to get mine. That's a fact. Get your motherfucking passports. That's real. Because this so-called United States of America ain't shit. And let me tell you something. They don't give a fuck about no niggas. And they can give a flying fuck if shit work out in your behalf. Donald Trump is going to win again. And everybody going to be like, oh, Lord Jesus. I remember one elderly black lady. She was like, you better go out there and vote. We can't have Trump in the office again. I'm like, and what has he done that has affected your day-to-day? What has he personally done that's affected your day? He don't even know who you are. The only thing that Donald Trump has done to niggas is chop their goddamn income taxes. I bet you niggas woke up then like, oh shit, this nigga done fuck with the goddamn income taxes. Goddamn, nigga ain't, I owe now. What kind of shit is this? That's the only thing that niggas is worried about. But hey, man, I'm just telling you, man, I'll be watching shit. I'll just be like, man, this is some bullshit, man. I just get tired of it. I get tired of watching it. It's very depressing. You know, I get tired of watching all the dominant society and motherfuckers that want to be a part of dominant society kiss their ass as they ride around in they brand new fucking cars and not have a care of the world. And my people is fucking struggling, and when we built the country, I hate that shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I fucking hate that shit with a fucking passion. Motherfuckers, they better hope I don't never get no motherfucking real money. Because if I do, it's home. I'm starting. I got so many fucking plans of shit. Niggas need more Jay Morrisons, more Dr. Boyce Watkins. They need niggas like that can go to the hoods and be like, look, this is how you can come up too. You ain't just buying Nike shoes. Go buy the stock. Open up you an IRA traditional so you can claim some shit on your taxes. Open up you a fucking non-traditional Roth too so you can, hey, you gotta understand what it is, man. But like I have said, you know, we will do better, and I'm always putting the energy out there that we are going to have better expectations for each other and for ourselves. We're going to stop looking at each other through the lenses of the dominant society, because that's what we do the majority of the time. Significant value to how you're going to deal with them, because maybe if they're less fortunate, they might not have the mental capacity to have a decent conversation with you, because they might be programmed to be jealous or envious, because that's what the dominant society has done to us. I feel like this is my perspective. We always got to dress a certain way, and when we around each other, we got to act a certain way, or we got to be tough, or we, you know, we always got to do certain things, man. And just being there on Saturday and looking at Jay Morrison, man, Jay Morrison was so chill. His wife was so chill. His staff was cool as a motherfucker. I hope motherfuckers bought his book because I got his book too. And I want to buy that dude Will Roundtree. I got to get with that brother, man. I got to get some paper up and he can counsel me. He can mentor me. Fuck that. I can always be mentored. Nigga, I don't got no shame in my game. Mentor me, nigga. Because I'm tired of for real. Everybody needs a mentor. Somebody that's guiding them. I had mentors before I bought my crib. I had mentors that was putting me on the game like, hey, you need to be doing this, and this. And that's what we need, man. We don't look at the struggle of the Will Roundtrees or the Jay Morrisons. No, we just look at the money he got now and feel like, he's supposed to be giving it to us. Nigga, he is giving you the game. You got to pay for it. We don't never want to pay for nigga shit, but when it comes to the dominant society, we want to brag about how much it costs to buy that Gucci. Like Jay Holiday did with his out of work having ass. Oh, not with this Gucci jacket on, baby. Not with this Gucci jacket on. Nigga, she didn't ask you if you had on a Gucci jacket. She just asked you if you worked here, clown. And evidently, if she didn't know that you didn't work there and she asked you that, she don't know who the fuck you are. She probably don't even know who the fuck Jay Holiday is. But this is what we think. All the fucking time, man. That shit irritate the fuck out of me. Not with this Gucci jacket on, baby. Not with this. I'm not working for. Not with this Gucci. As if a nigga that's valet can't go buy a Gucci jacket. Man, nigga, get the fuck out of here. I know niggas with Gucci. I remember I went to Cheyenne Community College. This nigga had a Gucci belt on, and I forgot. He had some Timbs, and he was fresh to death. He had a nice little Gucci hat on, the Gucci bag. That nigga was getting on the bus. That nigga didn't have he didn't have transportation to drive on. And that really fucked with me because I was like, damn, this nigga getting on the bus? And I just kind of like didn't pay no attention. I just kind of was like, damn, that's crazy. But that's what happens. Now with all that Gucci on, baby. That type of shit. And we be feeling like, in my opinion, we be feeling like we got something to prove. And that's what I don't like. So we got to be around each other and we got something to prove to each other, right? But then when it comes to the dominant society, we don't want to prove shit to them. Like, we want their acceptance. We don't want to prove nothing to them. We just want their acceptance. We don't want the acceptance of melanated people, but we want the acceptance of the dominant society. That's why you got so many goddamn Sambos like Coleman Hughes' clown ass who fucking go on TV and go tell everybody we don't need reparations because we claiming victimhood. Nigga, you don't speak for me, hoe ass nigga. I can't stand motherfuckers like that. Man, I remember I was at an event and my motherfucking cousin gonna get up and try to speak. I'm like, hey nigga, don't speak for me, nigga. For real. You do not represent what the fuck I got going on. And if you gonna speak on behalf of the melanated community or the melanated society, nigga, you say, as maybe I don't need reparations because I was brought up, a different way and my family had a little bit of wealth. But the rest of my melanated brothers and sisters have not been brought up that way, as in 90% of the nation's wealth is held in the hands of the dominant society. So there's a lot of melanated people that are struggling out here and they really do need some type of repayment for what has been done to their great-great-grandfathers, because this is systemic. Why is everybody acting like this? Is what really tripped me out. This is what really trips me out. When you see a dominant society motherfucker and they moving up the little corporate plantation, they got their little money or whatever, and they had a nerve to look at you like you crazy. Nigga, the deck is stacked against melanated people. And they know that. And then they try to pretend and play like they don't know it. And they act so oblivious. So it's our job to educate each other. And when I mean educate, don't get upset. Stop explaining to the dominant society what they have done to us. They know what the fuck they've done. And I don't give a fuck about Mitch McConnell talking about ain't nobody that's alive today responsible for what. Nigga, y'all all responsible. If you are benefiting from black labor, all these corporations, if you're benefiting from black labor, then you are responsible. That's so funny. What you mean you're not responsible? You are responsible. How not? You benefiting. You are a direct beneficiary of what the fuck melanated people, indigenous aboriginals have done for this landmass. Thank you. That motherfucker gonna ask Danny Glover. Shut up, man. Shawnee Ray, you already know what it is. Nigga, did you see Danny Glover on there looking like a goddamn clown? Looking like Mister from goddamn Color Purple? All we needed was Harpo and everybody else to join the goddamn cast. Just let them speak for us. Danny fucking Glover. Yeah, you might as well let Mel Gibson speak for us. Man, what kind of shit is that? As he's stumbling and fumbling and acting like the nigga can't read and shit. I'm like, this is who's speaking for us? Then you got Ta-Nehisi Coates, who he kind of, he said a little bit, but it's like everybody was straddling the fence and soft shoeing. And I'm like, man, this is some bullshit. I'm not saying you're supposed to get up there and start cussing and acting a fool, but it's so funny how it's selected people. Why you didn't have Dr. Claude Anderson up there? That's so funny. So you ain't gonna have Dr. Claude Anderson, and he's been fighting reparations and suing the federal government for years. But you ain't gonna have him up there though. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have Dr. Claude Anderson up there, who's wrote 5 books, and I've read 3 of them: Black Labor, White Wealth, Black History Reader, and Powernomics. That's all you need to you can quote from one of those books. Let me tell you something. If I was them, I would have took Dr. Claude Anderson's Black Labor, White Wealth and read read a little excerpt from the fucking book and been like, and the reason why I'm reading, because you got 5 minutes. The reason why I'm reading this, because I want to let you know this book is what every African American or melanated person should read, and this will give you details of how much the dominant society has benefited from black labor. So with that being said, we are owed something. We are owed an inheritance or something for this landmass. And then I would have showed them they came before Columbus by Ivan Van Sertima and said, we are aboriginals and we are indigenous to this landmass. So we are owed an inheritance. Exactly. Claude Anderson, Umar, exactly. Somebody. You know what I'm saying? And it's about having a code, man. We don't have a code. I see it all the time, and it really, really bothers me. It does. And let me tell you something. I wasn't always informed because, hey, lack of information. We don't pass on the information. A lot of us hold it, keep it to ourselves. A lot of us look down on other people that don't have it. If it's not melanated people, don't fuck everybody else. Unless they really want to learn the history and they really, really seem genuine, fuck them all, man. Like I said, if they're not people like the people that was in the burglary or people that the Jane Elliots of the world, those type of people that's really like, hey, this is some bullshit. And we all benefiting from it, and y'all acting like this shit don't exist. If they're not like that, then get the fuck away from them. Matter of fact, it's more melanated people that don't want to talk about this shit than everybody else. Melanated people act like Steve Harvey. Oh, I don't know nothing about no slavery. Now the nigga clown ass bald head nigga is back on the radio. That's what you get. You lucky it wasn't me that fired you at that company. I'd have threw that wig at you that you was wearing, nigga. Fake phony motherfucker. Acting like you for melanated people and all, you just want your money and go on TV and tell Monique the coon. They basically fuck your integrity. That man, stop being like that. Cause trust me, the dominant society watches that shit and they pick apart different melanated people. And I'm tired of these Africoons that come over here from every other fucking country in Africa and they get around the dominant society and they talk shit about black people and call us akata. And I do not associate with them in the hip hop and all this other bullshit. Fuck all that. Let me read something from the chat. I miss watching live, fam. I'm back though. Had some personal shit, but I'm back. Hey, same with me, man. Hey, same with me. We gotta take care of home first, man. Look, like I said, man, I do this shit because this is therapy for me. Trust me. Look, let me tell you something. Once Warren becomes self-employed, I'm gonna be talking so much shit. Y'all niggas don't even know. I'm so excited, man, because I'm like, man, I can't wait. Hey, I try, man. Because let me tell you something. Trust me. Once I'm done with my journey at the corporate plantation, I'm going to write a book. A cold-ass book. You think I'm bullshitting? That's a fact. I'm going to write a cold-ass book. And it's going to give you graphic detail of how motherfuckers act, how they portray themselves, how there's no togetherness, why they see us the way they see us, why they act like that. why they'll ask these fuckery questions to get a rise and try to get some type of reaction out of you. You know how I learned to master my emotions. I'm more emotional on this channel than I am ever at a corporate plantation. I just become very introverted and compartmentalize my emotions, and I focus on get the bag. Fuck everything else. Don't make friends with these motherfuckers. Fuck them. Hey man, I appreciate that. I'm willing to invest in your store. Hey, I am serious. You think I'm fucking bullshitting? Shit, I've been going and looking at locations and everything. That's why I'm waiting for this economy to tank, and I'm definitely about to. We gonna have to talk off air, Johnny Brown, man. I'm gonna have to use my email, man. We gonna have to email, man, because I got. And look, this is one of the plans I will say, and I want it to be a bookstore / like where we can have poetry, where niggas can come together, where we can talk, plan out things, where it could be basically a therapy session for melanated brothers and sisters that just want to talk, want to get their frustrations out. I want to be a Mahdi. I want to be a guide for other young melanated brothers and sisters that work at the corporate plantation, so I, along with other brothers, could show and teach them how to act at the corporate plantation, because everybody's not meant to be a business owner. Some people, they just might want to work a job, but some people don't know how to conduct themselves so they can keep those jobs at the corporate plantation. That's why I'm accumulating books and buying books and doing this shit now, man, because that's one of my goals. I'm like, man, I want to own a bookstore so I can read and I feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Johnny Brown, I feel like that's the only way I'm gonna probably start meeting like-minded people, that's especially out here in Las Vegas. Because let me tell you something, I'm not trying to meet no motherfucking, I'm trying to buy a Tesla and a Benz, and I ain't got time for that shit. Now, if you want to go do that, that's fine, and I'm not knocking it. Teslas are probably eco-friendly and probably good on gas. Probably high on your power bill, but good on gas type shit. But I'm not into that. The glitz, the glam, the chains, the clothes, the shoes, and all that. I'm so far beyond that shit. I got a couple of ideas, man. I want to open up a barbershop. I want to have multiple businesses. But that bookstore is like passionate. I want to have a bookstore. Oh, I want to have some other kind of businesses too. but I'm telling you, like, man, because I feel like, especially in Vegas, as Vegas is getting bigger and a lot of people from California moving out here, we gonna need a rest haven. We gonna need a place for us where we can come together. Like how you see a lot of Caucasians and dominant society people at the Starbucks. I want my shit to kind of be like that, but more about sitting down, chopping it up. If you want to just sit down and chop it up about some books and bring in books maybe you read and just chop it up. Have a poetry night, an open mic night. Not no real big bookstore, but nice and quaint. We need that shit out here in Vegas, man. We need a melanated bookstore. Not a library, but a bookstore where you come in there, you get books, and I want to sell incense, sage, and chakra shit. I want to be into all that shit, man. Voodoo, all that shit. That's why I'm reading all this. I'm reading all this shit so I can put my people on the game, so they can know not to be scared of that. Oh, I can't wait till I read that voodoo book. Oh, and it's a Caucasian person that wrote it from New Orleans. Just like when I forgot what I watched, and they went and did one of the housewife bitches. I was watching this shit, another show, and they went to New Orleans and they went to the voodoo store and got their tarot card reading, and it was a Caucasian brother. Hey, we got to be on that generational wealth, and that's another thing too. See, the reason why I want to open up a bookstore too is because I want to have hella content on black melanated authors about finance. You see what I'm saying? Like, just even shit that I don't know, just check out Dr. There's a lot of people that don't know about Dr. Claude Anderson and Dr. Boyce Watkins and Dr. Dennis Kimbrough. A lot of people don't know about that. They don't know about these people and the books that they've read, because you're not going to find Black Labor White Wealth. You're not going to find Think Like a Millionaire, Financial Lovemaking at Barnes & Nobles. I know, because I went to Barnes & Nobles and they have none of those books. They only had one book that I got, two. Some wealth book, but it's more about Caucasians, the dominant society, and a Freemasonry book that I read. So that's why I'm just saying, man, like, we need that out here in Vegas. I think they should have that shit in every fucking major city. A melanated bookstore. I know Talib Kweli has a bookstore. I know there's bookstores all over the country, but I don't want really no famous and this is for the gram and all. I ain't into all that shit, man. I want real motherfuckers that's vibrating at a high level that really want to fuck with the cause, man. I don't want no motherfucker that just on some Instagram shit or clout chasing. I ain't into that shit, man, at all. But hey, man, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. I've been out here, man. Hey, I love my people. I love what we've accomplished. I love reading. Program your mind to read, man. Reading is fundamental, man. I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you. I'm surprised at as many books that I have reprogrammed myself to read. And we talking about a nigga that ain't really read shit but newspaper articles since I was in fucking high school type shit. But for me to reprogram my shit, let me read something from the chat room real quick. It's an African American section in the back of the store at Barnes. Yeah, I went to the African American section and they didn't have none of those books because I had them look it up too. That's a fact. They did not have Black Labor, White Wealth in there. They didn't have Black Labor, White Wealth, Powernomics, and they damn for sure didn't have a Black History Reader because I was asking. Because it's a Barnes & Noble's not too far from my crib. And I had them look it up in the system. They was like, nah, we don't have that. And the shit that they did have was a lot of like, you know, new stuff. You know what I'm saying? But fuck all that. That's why I just order my shit on Amazon. But I'm gonna go back into Barnes & Nobles. Matter of fact, when I'm done with this, I might run up to Barnes & Nobles right quick and go check it out to see what the fuck they got in there. But I'm just telling you, man, reading is fundamental, y'all. For real. Jay Morrison book was like $12, $13, man. Half the books that I bought brand new are $13, $14. They're not expensive. They just like stock. What do you want to put your money into? That's a fact. Just like what he broke down. I think my etymology dictionary wasn't even that expensive. My Black's Law dictionary wasn't that expensive. A lot of my books wasn't expensive. I think the most expensive book that I paid for was probably Powernomics or I forgot, man. Or The Color of Law, one of them. But man, hey, I'm telling you, please, just if you look, I'm gonna tell you this before I get off. Start off with something small and something easy. An easy read that would be easy to start off with is not Black Labor. Get Dr. Joy DeGroo's Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. That's a very good, easy read. And it's very attainable. Start off with something like that, then work your way into Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's The ISIS Paper. Because, you know, if you read those books and kind of read those in a row, because after I read the ISIS Papers, then I read Black Labor, White Wealth. Then after I read that, I read Powernomics. Then after I read Powernomics, you know, but it all started with me reading The Secret Relationship Between Jews and Blacks. Once I read that, that was kind of propelled me. That's not an easy read. But hey, man, knowledge is power. Like Shawnee Brown said in the chat. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Tasha, everybody. Hey, man, shouts out to y'all. Hey, love, live life, magnetize positive energy, and do what you need to do to survive. If motherfuckers are around you with the fuckery and the coonery, then get the fuck away from them. If they on some Sambo shit, get the fuck away from them. If they willing to move forward, get around. I want to be around business owners. I want to be around people that's trying to start a business and not work at the corporate plantation for 40 years. I don't got time for that shit. Yeah. I want to be around people that's moving and shaking and learning a different way to navigate through this system, which we so-call life. But hey, man, it's been one. I appreciate everybody listening, subscribe. I don't give a fuck. Hey, it's the internet. Check it out. Check out the last podcast about Jay Morrison. Very good. Hey, man. Guilty, niggas. I'm out. Peace.